Welcome back, everyone. Happy Father's Day. Today I wanted to show you how you can make modular wall terrain pieces with things from the Dollar Tree store. You will need the usual things like paint, a paintbrush, hobby knife, some glue, and our main material, one piece of foam board. I haven't done this with cardboard, but I'm sure that could work too. The first step is to mark how big you want your walls. I use a ruler and just mark across the board as many ticks as I can get. You can draw lines from your ticks to the bottom. Now we will turn the board and do the exact same thing. Because I'm using 3x3 and 3x6 inch walls, I just made a 3x3 grid and will mark where I want the 6-inch length walls to be. Next, we can cut the board into smaller, more manageable pieces with your hobby knife. After that's done, we should have a pretty good pile of long pieces and short pieces. Let's start designing the walls. This piece will be a cross wall. We will only need one long piece for this. To make the interlocking point, I just measure about 1.5 inches in the center of the piece and cut it out. Save the small piece of foam from the middle. Now we can draw some cracks and give some texture to the board. Use a hobby knife afterwards to cut along the main crack. I forgot to peel the paper here, so take some time to do that as well. We should have two triangle-looking pieces now. With some glue, you can glue these pieces along with that middle piece together from the bottom. You may need to wipe away any of the excess glue that comes out. When that dries, you should now be able to interlock these walls together to stand up. For the smaller walls, you can also draw in some more interlocking pieces, about 1/4 inch from each side. You could also add doorways by cutting out a 1x2 inch rectangle in the wall. These should be able to interlock with the previous walls to make a new shape. Following this easy technique, you can make a lot of patterns of interlocking walls for corner pieces, cross walls, even zigzags if you wanted. You may be doing a lot of cutting here, so be careful with the hobby knife and change out the blade when you feel it getting dull. I cut out a variety of different interlocking and door pieces. If you did the same, then now we can texture them a bit more with a simple ballpoint pen by adding some more cracks. I even poked holes in some of mine to look like bullet holes. I also cut out some chunks to give a more damaged look. Since I'm going for a concrete wall look, I rolled some foil across every piece. Every wall doesn't have to be the same, so do as much or as little texture as you want. The point is to have fun building something. Once that's done, we are ready to paint. I made some brick walls here as well, but I decided to save those for another project. Using a lot of gray paint, I painted all my walls in the sloppiest way I could. Set each piece to dry. Since I will be adding some black wash, I only use one coat of gray paint, but if you notice some particularly white areas, you can touch those up now. Now to add some dirt. Like I said, some black wash will do, and pay particular attention to the cracks and indents. Now to confess something. I didn't even use all of the foam board here. I still had more than half of what I used so far. If you had more time, you can spend more time cutting out a lot of other different walls. Once all those pieces dry from the black wash, you can call it done. You now have some pieces that can interlock together, giving you some fast and cheap modular terrain. There are endless combinations of walls and rooms you can make, so have fun building. Another good thing about this terrain is that you can compact it down for easy storage. Thank you for watching, and if you like my style of building, please give a like and subscribe for future projects. My next video will be my first kit bash project. See you then!